Hello everyone, welcome back to Miniature Hub. Today you're with me, Joe, and I'm doing a review, and it's not really how to play, but sort of like what you would need to play this game of Dungeon World. So, I literally got this today, came home, I got this parcel, and I thought it was coming next week, so I didn't know what it was, and then it was Dungeon World, so here we are. Now, I know we haven't actually uploaded for ages. I know, it's been so long. I'm really sorry, but here we are today, reviewing Dungeon World. So, usually this is... So, if you watched our Shadow of the Hammerhow review, which was mine, then, if you haven't, go and watch that. But, it's not a how to play, as I explain pretty much every review. It's not how to play, it is a review of the game, because I've actually played this game already, and I bought it for myself so I could play it with other people. The tutorials on how to play will come out. They will. I always promise there will be tutorials. You know, I've already started the Shadows of the Hammerhow series, so yeah. As with pretty much every Warhammer game, I got it from school. I'm in Warhammer Club on Monday and Thursday. On Monday, I play Shadows over Hammerhow with some friends. And then on Thursday, I play Dungeon World. So Dungeon World is basically an RPG game, which stands for role-playing game. Basically like Dungeons and Dragons, but I find this game easier to play and understand. If you think that if you watch some like D&D videos, it sounds quite complicated. And if you just want more of a simpler role-playing game, Dungeon World's pretty much the way to go. So in Dungeon World, you pretty much play as a hero, and you go on quests with your friends, and you fight monsters, you get treasure, you level up, you get new abilities, spells, potions. It's really cool. And I've been playing it, and I just wanted to just tell you guys a bit about the story that I was playing. So, in my story, I have 3 other friends playing with me, and my teacher, who is the game master. 3 of my friends, and one of them, his name's Harvey, is the cleric, which is basically like a warrior priest. He's a cleric, Harvey is. My other friend Max, he is playing as the ranger, which is actually really cool. He usually is more of a long range kind of guy, and he gets pets. So Max chose a pet bear, so that's pretty cool. My other friend is called Lucas. He is the fighter, which is basically, as it sounds, he's the fighter. He attacks things and all that sort of stuff. Me, I chose like a unique character. If you think about it, I chose the thief. Now the thief isn't in D&D, as I'm aware. But I chose the thief because I don't know why. Like he sneaks around. He can poison people, which I thought was quite cool. He can check for traps. He can backstab people, which is a cool ability. You can like go behind them and sneak up on them and backstab them. It sounds quite graphic, but it's pretty cool. So that's me. And pretty much what's happened in our story is a long time ago, well, not really that long ago, but I met Max the Ranger in the woods, and I have a cousin who makes bows called Richard, and basically I got an order from Max because I was going to see my cousin, and I took the order with me to go and see Richard. And then Harvey and Max sort of met, because Harvey stole something from this guy called John, so the cleric and the ranger met in the woods where they fought some guys. then there was like this weird thing with the person called Ariana, who is basically the game master. And basically, we got a map. Well, not really. Yeah, we got a map, we got a letter, a crystal, and some oil. Basically, we're going on this big adventure to find something. We met Lucas in the bar. Yeah, we met him in Rambo's Tavern, that's what we called it. We met him there, and he agreed to come with us, and now we went to this monastery, and we went into a secret door, which was, we could only find the door if we looked through the crystal. And we went in, and basically what happened was, we went down a bunch of corridors, and a massive cage fell on Lucas, aka the fighter, and Harvey, aka the cleric. The cage fell on them, and then me and Max, the ranger and the thief, were outside the cage, and then a bunch of skeletons started coming. Basically, there was a massive fight. I absolutely demolished one. I got some really good scores, and then I started firing at some. And basically, Harvey took ages, but he managed to do a spell, which basically sent all the skeletons away. Lucas has a cool ability. He can like bend bars as the fighter, so that's pretty cool. So anyway, that's my story. Let's get on to the actual thing. So first of all, I just wanted to say the thing you will need before you start playing is dice. Like, if you don't have dice, you can't play, basically. I bought all these dice off eBay, I think? No, I bought the dice, I bought these all off Amazon. The Dungeon Roll book takes a long time, because it's basically only in America. It's sort of cheap, it's like £20. That's probably like the cheapest one I got. So, yeah, pretty much. The dice you will need are you need a lot of dice. Obviously, you need the classic D6. Different classes use different things for damage. So in this game, weapons don't do the damage. Like, different weapons don't do damage, the hero does the damage. So a wizard does D4. That's what you need for a wizard. Okay, sorry, I got a bit of a cold. I'm not really feeling the best, but hopefully it's not too distracting if I sniffle a bit. You need D8. The thief uses a D8, and so does the ranger, I think. Yeah. So that's cool. The D10 you also need. That's usually used for the fighter, as I know. And then I got other ones. I got D12. I don't know why, it just came in the thing. I have D100, so it goes up in tens. You know, you start with 0, and then 10, and 20, whatever, yeah. So it just goes up like that. Then you obviously have the classic D20. Everyone loves the D20. You have to have a D20. Even if you're not playing D&D, you still have to have a D20. Okay, that's pretty much the dice that you need. You do actually need 2d6. Pretty much every single move in this game, you need 2d6 to actually try and do it. Which will be explained in the videos on the moves and stuff like that. So then in the actual book, you have some cool stuff. It's quite chunky, as you can see. There's some stuff about classes. I'm going to see if I can try and find some. Well, basically, there's just a bunch of stuff. There's some stuff about the classes, what they do, like here, wizard, thief, paladin, ranger, that sort of thing. It also tells you about the moves and everything you can do. And then it also goes all the way back here to the... Oh, that's a bit too far. Haha, monsters. So, black pudding. Whatever that is. So there's a bunch of... There's loads of monsters. There's so many that I have found. You know, Nightwing, a Shadow, Skeleton, Sigbun. It gives you all the stats for all the monsters and creatures and things you're going to find. And if they can do damage and their sort of personality traits and all that sort of stuff. So, I love it. You don't need miniatures for this game. You can, I would probably use my Warhammer figures, because that would just be easier. I think you can buy, like, D&D / Dungeon World figures. But you don't need figures. Like, we use our imaginations in Warhammer. I know this isn't really a miniature game, but it's basically along the same lines. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be doing tutorials on this. This is just pretty much a preview of that. And also, I needed to upload, so I got it today. I was like, yes, let's go. So, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. See you next time. Bye.